Hello, everybody. Daryl here with another episode of Beyond Ridiculous. What I'd like to discuss with you today is the differences between idealism and pragmatism, and really which is the best way to run a country. When I was in sales, I had to walk both sides of that fence, the ideal versus the practical. What I mean by that is this. When I would try to go sell a product or service to a company, I would have to appeal to their idealistic side. Ideally, if you were to buy our product or service, it would solve this problem, right? But it always boiled down to what it would cost to be able to solve that problem. That's the practical side, see? So you appeal to someone through idealism. Ideally, this is what you want or need to solve this problem over here, but can you afford it? Now, what happens is that's in the private sector. What happens is, unfortunately, on the government side, the person sitting there making those decisions on whether or not that money needs to be spent is not spending their money. They're spending your money, my money. And it makes it easier for them to push an idealistic agenda. Now, what I mean by that is this. Let's take Obama for an example. He's been labeled as an idealist. Don't disagree. Trump, on the other hand, has been labeled as a pragmatist. Again, I don't disagree. A lot of differences between the two of them and what their backgrounds are. Obama sees the world as he wants it to be, ideological. Everybody should get along with everybody. Everybody's equal. Everybody's great, and for the most part, intrinsically, I don't disagree with that. That would be wonderful if the world actually operated like that, but it doesn't. That's not practical. Okay. Um, so what he's done through some of his legislation, such as and regulations, Obamacare, um, the clean energy type things, the companies that he's funded, what, $500 million to Solyndra that just failed. The regulations that he's enacted so far is like killing coal, some of the drilling restrictions. I mean, look at the land that he has recently declared as national parks or monuments or whatever the case may be. Can't drill there now. Of course, it's all executive order, but that's another conversation. Um, that's ideally, okay? So at the end of the day, you have to really think about what's the best way to run a government, and that should, where this comes into the political side, that should help guide you on who you want to vote for. What's their stance? What's their view on how to run and operate a government? Okay, are they going to take an idealistic view and roll the dice on whether or not that's going to work with your money, or are they going to work? Is that candidate going to work towards the practical side? Hey, we know this does work. Here's the world in reality right now. Here's what exists. Which way should you go on that? I don't know. It's kind of up to you. Me, personally, I prefer pragmatism because at the end of the day, we're all paying for it, not the candidate. Now, next episode of Beyond Ridiculous is going to deal with the Second Amendment and gun control. And my approach to that is probably not going to surprise you, but it's how you should go about gun control. Till then, y'all take care. Have a great day.